taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the UTEP Miners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Miners will get us started with the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's cross. It's a seam wide open. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying to get behind the defense. And this one will be ruled incomplete. Made the catch, but just couldn't stay in bounds.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He's got it down the left side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And how about that? A lot of coaches talk about being aggressive and we're going to take shots, but then they get conservative in the game. But first drive, coming out, showing this defense we are not afraid to throw the ball deep. Might keep that defense a little bit more conservative.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Great pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Safe completion on the screen. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's cross. Skips away from pressure. Makes the grab, it's Clay. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Great job by the defense. Force the quarterback to make the throw. You keep him in front of you, get him on the ground. Now it's in fourth down. Now hopefully they bring in the punt unit and you succeed.
He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He takes it at the 45. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Cross. Trying to escape and get it himself. With the catch, it's Clay. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air. It's Rayner. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All kinds of room to the right. The tag. Touchdown, UTEP. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Rayner. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Bush. Lots of running room. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Give to the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, UTEP 7, Arkansas State 3.
First play of the period, first down here. The give is to Taylor. Creates a little space. Turning on the Jets. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Miners in a good spot here with second and short. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Miners come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. He'll throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a first and goal.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run, and you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. He's got him in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it here on third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
On the play.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get outside. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left. Receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Go toss play to the right. I love it. And how about the receiver getting downfield and doing some work, helping his running back out on that big gain?
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bush. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
Number 17.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. That's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
34. Set to kickoff.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Trying the left side. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Nelson. Using his legs to buy some time. It's caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Miners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he hauls it in inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Taylor has it. Turning it on. All out of space. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Red Wolves will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll open the second half on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Nelson. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
And the Arkansas State offense will take over. First and 10.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Bush. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Inside the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Slithers into space. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Goes to the option. Quick toss. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Nelson. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his knuckle.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they turn it into a defensive score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Arkansas State 25, UTEP 10.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes. When I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted! and a turnover in their own territory. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Red Wolves are threatening in the red zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They make the stop, but not before the change move, and the Wildcat formation pays off. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the route is on. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man, it's Nelson. Quarterback extends the play. He makes the catch. There he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Miners. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The snap sets up the throw. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the direct snap, it's Bush. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did, Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bush. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Rayner. Got his man quickly. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Here we go. On the direct snap, it's Rayner. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football now late in the game.
Wide open spaces. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And the Red Wolves getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
39, UTEP 16.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Nelson. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
And his passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They'll run it from the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to him on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas State. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Steps away. Hit as he throws. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Caught behind the line. It's Odom. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
And the Miners decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The kick is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.